I think the thing that made me want to leave is in Android, it doesn't matter what you do in marketing. The brand is so established and yet poorly understood by everyone. And much of the work in terms of actually convincing someone to buy a phone, switch, upgrade it, isn't actually controlled by Android. It's controlled in the channel. It's the retailers like Verizon or a Docomo or a Best Buy. It's the individual sales rep. And I remember starting a project at Google where we typically train, I still say we, it'll be 10 years into the future and I'll still say we in terms of Google. But essentially, there was this challenge where we were educating the average Verizon sales rep through a very traditional sort of lunch and learn. And here's a giant PDF of all the things you could possibly know about Android. And meanwhile, they have iPhones. So for them, selling someone an iPhone is like effortless and just talking about their own phone, whereas the other stuff felt like homework. And this is 2023. And what I wanted to do was build a project where we essentially inside of Google Messages could create these group chats with Verizon reps, Bell Canada reps, you name it, and take that training, take that education, and make it more real time and helpful and dynamic in the moment. We can work with the Google Messages team, and Google being just so massive that it was easier for me to get that project started off the ground with Cohere, the Canadian foundation model builder, than it was to actually get access to the core Gemini or Bard team at the time. And so that became the driver. It was just like any marketer today should be learning how to work with AI systems, should be building their own AI systems and projects to see how they work. And so I left because of a desire to do that. Now, the problem that I picked was one that was near and dear to my heart, which is the problem of strategic misalignment and just bad briefs and campaigns that failed, not because of execution, not because of my agency, but because maybe I didn't have as much information at my fingertips. Or a problem that was really true for me was I might have the right strategy, but I got to be up at 3 a.m. with the Japan team to make sure that they stay aligned. And then the very next day, got to work through the whole day with the UK team, then Canada, then Brazil. And so that's the other challenge of strategy. Sometimes strategy misalignment isn't because of bad thinking or bad data. It's just, put it this way, if there's 15,000 MarTech tools available now to the average marketer, you are the glue that has to hold all of them together. Every one of them sells you a lie that they are a fully integrated, fully automatable little universe, and you just plug in your information and they'll run. But if you're a marketer that cuts across channels, you are just desperately trying to stitch all this together. And the way that mostly gets done is through emails, through meetings, through conversations, through tribal knowledge. And so that's the problem set that I wanted to solve for. Hey, can we automate those things? And then that makes the automation in the tools, in the platforms, that much more helpful.